Hi, George.
Ward! If it's money you want, I'm not lending you any.
It's not about money. There's something I want to talk to you about. I told you about how I'm dating this girl, right? I'm thinking about proposing.
Really?
Really?
Is that the girl you were talking about at the end of the year party? Isn't it kinda sudden? You two have only been dating for half a month, right?
Helen's the one for me. She's smart, pretty, and kind as well. Apparently she studied abroad before and can speak English and French.
Wow!
Right? She's some sort of princess. Both how she looks and how she acts is just so refined.
Where'd you meet a girl like that? You sure you're good enough for her?
Shut up. She's the one who approached me, you know. You see me for what's on the inside, she said. She said she's never met anyone like me before.
Is that so?
You don't actually believe me, do you? Anyways, I'm gonna propose to her.
Well, I guess you should propose to her as soon as she's as good as you say, before someone else gets her.
Don't jinx it. What I wanted to ask you was this. I was planning on inviting Helen to dinner and proposing then, but I had no idea what restaurant to go to, so I wanted to ask you. You manage a restaurant, right? You should know someplace good.
If that's what this is about, then why not come to our restaurant? We'll do our best to do whatever you want us to do.
What? You do that for me? Isn't the restaurant you manage really popular? I heard that even getting a reservation was difficult.
It's an important day for a friend, right? I'll prepare the best seats for you two.
Thanks a lot. I knew you'd be there for me.
Cut it, Erd!
Well, thanks for the dinner then.
Who said it was free?
Alright, Helen. I'll go in and wait in the restaurant, okay? Tell me if you don't know where it is, alright? I'll come and find you.
Got it. Sorry for being late. I'm currently trying to find my way on Google Maps. I'll be there soon, probably.
What do you mean, probably? You really are bad with directions, aren't you?
But I've never even been there before. It's a friend's restaurant, right?
Yep. It's this really famous French restaurant. It's pretty high class and the food's delicious as well. I know you're gonna love it. I even got us VIP seats.
Wow, I'm so excited. So, you're currently sitting alone at the VIP seat of a high-class restaurant? Quite the amusing picture.
Cut it! I already know that I don't exactly fit in places like this. So come quick, will you? Be careful, though.
I can't do both. Wait, I think I see it.
There's French written on the front, right?
I found it, but what is this?
You mean, what does the French say? Apparently it's the name of the restaurant, but I can't really remember what it was. Tell them my name when you come in the restaurant, alright? They'll probably show you where I'm sitting. Helen, what's up? Did you get in the restaurant? Don't tell me you went into the wrong place. Helen, you there?
Are you there, Harry? There's something I want to apologize to you about today.
You have nothing to apologize for. It's me who should apologize. I know you guys probably had these amazing dishes prepared for us, but we just wasted all your effort, right? I waited for 2 hours outside the restaurant, but in the end, you didn't come. Well, I guess there goes my plan to propose to Helen. I'm sorry, you helped me so much by giving advice and letting us eat at your restaurant.
Well, at least I succeeded.
What?
Sorry, Harry. It's not that you failed. I had Helen go home.
What are you talking about? I don't get it. This is some sort of joke, right? If so, it's not very funny.
It's not a joke. I arranged it so that Helen wouldn't come.
What? Stop messing around. I thought you were a friend. Just what did you do to Helen?
I really can't blame you for hating me. It was just something that I wanted to do. But before I tell you about what happened, there's something I want to tell you about first.
What is it? This better be really good, otherwise I don't know what I'll do to you. Because I'm really pissed right now.
Got it. The reason Helen didn't come today has to do with the French written at the front of the restaurant.
The French? That was the name of the restaurant, right?
I guess that you wouldn't notice since it was written in French, but there was something like, I know what you're planning. Justin Brower, written there.
What? I don't get it. Why'd Helen go home after seeing that?
2 years, I met this man named Justin Brower at work. There was this woman named Casey he was proposed to, but Casey's parents were in debt apparently. Justin gave $30K so that Casey could help her parents. A few days later, Casey just suddenly disappeared.
So, you're saying he got scammed, right?
Yerp. It was too late after he realized what had happened, too, since apparently this Casey was just lying from the beginning.
What's this have to do with Helen?
This Helen of yours sounded a lot like the woman Justin got scammed by, judging on what he said about her. The looks and grace of a princess, how she could speak multiple languages, including a bit of French. Apparently she would also often say this to Justin: "You see me for what's on the inside. I've never met any guy like you before."
So you're saying that Helen and this Casey are the same person? Things like this only happen in movies. Don't accuse Helen of being a scammer based on just that weak evidence of yours.
Then explain to me why Helen went home.
It's because there were these strange words written on the front.
You know that can't be true. There are tons of restaurants named after random words borrowed from a foreign language. I mean, I guess I know what you're planning. Justin Brower is on the strange side.
Can you have at least shown this Justin Brower a picture of Helen first? I'm pretty sure I have pictures of her on my Instagram.
I wanted to do that, but apparently Justin got a new number, and now I can't get in contact. I only knew his office number, you see? We were barely acquaintances.
But couldn't you have at least told me first? Yeah, I might have gotten mad, but...
Sorry for that. I really was torn on whether to tell you or not, but I couldn't just call your girlfriend a scammer without any proof, couldn't I?
Maybe that's true, but...
I thought I would have been able to contact Justin before you proposed to her, but the people at the company he used to work at take so long to reply, which is why I decided to find out myself. Only the woman who scammed Justin would have been able to understand that message.
Yeah, but... it's possible she went home for another reason. It's possible that Helen and this Casey just happen to have the same characteristics, too.
That's impossible!
What?
I was able to contact Justin just now. I showed him a picture of Helen, and sure enough, it was the same person.
That can't be right. Helen's a scammer? She was such a nice person.
Must be a shock, huh? It looked like you really did love her and seemed so happy.
That's right. Helen was so wonderful. She was the person I was thinking of marrying. She was so wonderful that even if she was a scammer, I'd still consider staying with her. Of course, that's only if she really does love me.
Harry, I didn't know you loved her that much. I guess I didn't have the right to stop you. I'm sorry for taking matters into my own hands and testing her. It's alright if you hate me. But I just thought that if you were scammed just like Justin was, then you would be even more hurt than you are now. I just couldn't stand by and watch. You're a dear friend to me after all.
I know that already. I know you're not the type of person to lie to me at times like this, George. The fact that you did it for my sake too, I believe. But Helen was special to me and I still can't wrap my head around the situation.
You believe me?
Of course. I've known you way longer than I have Helen, but you understand, right? I know it's true in my head, but a part of me still doesn't want to believe.
I'd probably feel the same in your situation.
I believe what you're saying, but I still want to believe Helen too. Which is why I need to settle things on my own. I need to ask Helen herself how she feels.
Harry, you truly were impressive. You're just so forgiving and even too kind sometimes. Which is why I worry about you.
The part about being so forgiving was enough, alright?
My bad. Just tell me something if there's something I can help you with. I'll do everything I can.
Thanks. Could you tell me how to contact this, Justin Brower? Where are you, Helen? I'm worried because I haven't been able to contact you since yesterday. Please reply. My friend who owned the restaurant said something strange yesterday. He told me you were dangerous and I should break up with you as soon as possible. I got mad at him for insulting you, so cut ties with him. I thought he was a friend. I'm so disappointed. Did he say something weird to you? If that's the case, then I'm truly sorry. He was probably just jealous I had a wonderful girlfriend like you, but now there's no one to bother us. So why don't the two of us just live together from now on, right?
Harry!
Helen! Oh, I'm so glad. I was so worried about you.
I got a call saying that my father had collapsed. I went over to my parents' house immediately. I was so shocked I forgot to contact you. Sorry. I probably won't be able to meet you for a while. I have to help around the house and take care of my father, you know?
What? Is your father alright?
Yeah, barely. He had a stroke, so he's not exactly healthy, though.
I see. Where are you now? At your parents' house?
I'm currently on my way to my house. I thought I would pack my stuff and move to my parents' house.
Must be hard, huh? No need to worry about me, alright? You know, I was planning on proposing to you yesterday.
Oh, really? Sorry, I just disappeared at such a time.
Don't worry about it. It was the obvious decision to prioritize your father. That's why I want to help you in these tough times. Is there anything I can do for you? Of course, you can just forget about me if I'm being a hassle.
In no way are you a hassle. I'm glad, really. I was actually hoping you would help. It seems that we're thinking the same way.
Really?
But there's this tiny problem I have.
What is it?
My father's been in bad health for a while now and hasn't been able to work for a long time. He's in quite a large debt right now.
How much debt?
30,000.
That much?
It's surprising, huh? I'm really glad I'll be able to marry you, but I need to take care of his debt first. Otherwise, I won't really be able to have time and money to get married.
I see.
And also, I'm really sorry, I have to ask you, but...
I understand what you're trying to say, Helen. You want me to lend you 30k, right?
What?
Wow, it's just how Justin said it would go. I'm shocked, really.
What's wrong? Who's Justin?
Justin Brower. It's the person you scammed 30k from 2 years ago.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
You saw the French written at the front of the restaurant and was shocked, weren't you?
You wrote that?
The owner of the restaurant wrote it to protect me from you. I heard about it all later on. My friend was an acquaintance of Justin Brower's and heard about you from him. He told me you sounded a lot like the woman Justin got scammed by.
What?
I was mad at first after he accused my girlfriend of being a scammer. But my friend isn't the type to lie. And I even had Justin Brower take a look at a picture of you. I had a conversation with Justin yesterday and he told me a lot about you. Everything was the same with us as it was for you and him. From how we met until you scammed 30k off him. I finally realized I was being lied to. Tell me, were you planning on this from the start? Was everything you told me a lie? You know, if you apologized to Justin Brower and made it up to him, I'd consider...
You really are an idiot, aren't you? There's no way I'm doing such a thing. Ugh, I was so close.
Helen, actually, that's not actually your name, is it? What you said about your parents being rich and your father being ill, and everything else you told me about yourself was a lie? Why would a rich man be in debt in the first place? It's only been half a month since we met.
Why would a woman like that go out with you in the first place? I thought I found an idiot I could easily scam. Such a shame, really. If you get it already, then don't contact me anymore. You really get on my nerves.
What you're doing is a crime, you know? I didn't give you any money yet, but Justin proposed to you and all. You two even bought an apartment, right? Will you please stop hurting any more people? Apologize to Mr. Brower and turn yourself in. Justin wasn't the only person you scammed, right? There must be plenty of others.
Are you trying to be a hero or something? That's so sad. Why would I turn myself in? Obviously, I'm going to run and get out of all of it. What an idiot. Thanks for buying me bags and serving me dinner. That was fun.
I see. I'm glad I found out you're actually a terrible person. To be honest, I wasn't quite ready to give you up. Thanks. You really should take your time to reconsider things while in jail.
What? What are you talking about?
You said you were heading to your house, right? Mr. Brower and I already called the cops. You're in there getting ready to run and hide, aren't you? Justin and the others should be there soon.
You lied to me?
You're the one who lied, Helen. I wanted you to make up for your crimes. I was even prepared to stay with you if you really did love me. Even if you were a scammer.
Quit messing around. Don't push your feelings on me. I don't like you even one bit. I'm not forgiving you. Remember this.
Truly, I'm an idiot, aren't I? Only an idiot would be fooled by someone like you. But there's a bright side. I'll probably forget about you right away considering how dumb I am. But apparently Mr. Brower's not as forgiving as I am, and he's still holding it against you. Apparently he hired this really good lawyer and was talking about how he would have you crushed in court.
I said quit messing with me! Hey! Why are the police surrounding my house?
What, you didn't expect it? Tons of people were fooled by you, Helen. The police are quite eager to catch you after what you did.
I got it! Save me, please, Harry! I want you to tell them that I'm no longer in the house if you let me go. I promise to never do anything like that again. I'll live a clean life. I'll support you as your wife from now on, so please.
I might have been fooled again if you'd said that to me before showing your true self. But you can't just let criminals get off without any punishment, you know? In fact, I'm the one who called the cops.
That's enough. I couldn't take any of your money, and now this. You really are useless, Harry. I'm never going anywhere near a guy like you again. Why not just stay single forever, idiot?
If that's the case, then you're doing the guys in the world a favor. It's the first time I've met someone as horrible as you. Thanks for being an asshole till the end, Helen. George!
Oh, did they finish talking to you? Nice work!
Thanks for helping me with everything. You saved my life.
You're exaggerating!
Sorry for getting mad at first. There probably would have been even more victims if you hadn't done anything. You truly are amazing.
Stop it! You're giving me this weird feeling!
So, what are you doing right now? Why don't we go out and drink?
Oh, I'm getting rid of the French I wrote on the front of the restaurant. I can't just have "I know what you're doing, Justin Brower" written on the front forever. I'm going to have you pay for the cleaning, okay?
What? You know, I am the guy who just found out that the girlfriend he was planning on proposing to was actually a scammer. It'd be nice if you're a bit more sympathetic, you know?
Then come and help! I'll serve you some good wine when we're done.
Alright, it is partly my fault.
It really is a hassle having a friend like you.
I'll be sure to be more careful with girls from now on. But if I happen to mess up again, I'm counting on you, George. After that, Helen was tried at court and was forced to pay $50,000 to Justin Brower. The $30,000 she stole, plus an extra $20,000 for the psychological damage she caused. Not only that, but she was also sent to prison for 5 years on the charge of scamming multiple people. Currently, Helen is in a prison for women, and is living a life far from the luxury she was accustomed to. Being stuck in prison must be torture for someone that used to live an easy life based on the money and gifts she tricked guys into giving her. Now that she isn't able to go to any more beauty salons, Helen's appearance slowly worsens with each appearance at court. Mr. Brower even said that she looked like a completely different person when he visited her in prison. I hope she spends the next 5 years reconsidering her actions. As with me, I was quite shocked and hurt by this whole incident, so I decided to spend some time to heal. I went camping with George this one time, just for fun, and found out that I actually loved camping. Every day is so much fun, so I think I'll enjoy being single for a bit longer. And if in the future I find a new girlfriend I want to propose to, I'll make sure to ask for George's advice first.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Alright, Juno, I've had enough. You owe me some answers, and I want them right now. First question is, where the hell are you right now?
Duh. Is that a serious question? I told you, I'm going on a trip today. You're such a moron. Did you really forget me telling you about it?
A vacation, huh? And who are you going with?
My friends. Is that acceptable to you, Your Majesty? Am I allowed to have a life outside of you?
Your friends? BS. You're so full of it.
Excuse me? What the hell is your problem, Carter?
I know you're cheating on me, Juno. You're not going on vacation with your friends right now. You're going with your boyfriend.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, gotta go. We're about to drive through a tunnel.
You can drop the act. I don't think I haven't noticed how strange you've been acting lately. You're barely ever home because you're always going out with your friends. And whatever precious little time you actually do spend at home, you're always staring at your phone.
Oh, well, excuse me for using social media. Come on, Carter, really? You're such a weirdo sometimes. I know you have nothing but bummer hobbies and don't know the difference between TikTok and Twitter. But just because someone is on their phone a lot doesn't mean that they're having an affair.
First of all, I do know the difference between TikTok and X. It's not called Twitter anymore, Juno. Second of all, I also know that you haven't been using either of those. You're always texting someone.
You're gonna need to have a lot more evidence than that if you want to accuse me of cheating on you.
You want to know more? I've got plenty. How about your spending habits? I checked your credit card bills, and you were spending a ton of money that you don't have. I mean, I've seen some days where you spend over $5,000 in a single day.
You're out of your mind. That's not true. You must have been reading the credit card bill wrong.
I know for a fact that I didn't misread the names of your expensive hotels you've been staying at. And that's not all. I knew it wouldn't be enough to have hotel stays on your credit card bill, so I hired a private detective to check you out. And do you want to know what he told me? He told me that he saw you and your boyfriend making out in a car together. But wait, there's more! He's got pictures, Juno. You're done for.
You hired someone to spy on me? I can't believe you.
Believe it or not, I have all the evidence I need, so stop denying it.
God damn it, you really piss me off. You're always like this. Always.
What do you mean like this? Are you upset that I don't let you get away with screwing me over?
There you go again. You're so obnoxious. Why do you think I cheated on you, Carter? Because you're an obnoxious loser?
I'll go ahead and let the obnoxious jab slide for a moment. Because I couldn't help but notice that you just admitted that you were cheating on me.
I've put up with a geezer like you for long enough. What was I thinking when I agreed to marry you? I should have married someone closer to my age.
Is this some kind of joke? When we got married, you said you fell in love with me because of our age gap. You said you hated all the men your age and wanted someone older with a more stable career. You've done a complete 180. Well, I've done some thinking lately too. I thought you were young, beautiful, and sweet, but now I realize that you're nothing but an immature little brat.
You can call me whatever you want, old man. I don't need you anymore. My new man's just 2 years older than me. This is the perfect age gap. Old enough to be more mature than men my age, but not old enough to be a practical boomer.
Oh, well, good for you.
Thank you. I wish you all the best of luck in finding some old granny for your next wife, too. You might want to hide the fact that you married someone 15 years younger than you, though. Women think guys like you are gross.
Age isn't important to me. All that matters is whether a person is responsible, mature adult on the inside. You're not entirely off, though. I'll definitely be looking for an intelligent, mature, sophisticated woman next time.
Are you trying to tell me I'm not all that stuff?
Do you want me to spell it out for you? I already told you, you're nothing but an immature brat. You got bored with your toy, so you're throwing it out and moving on to a new one.
I don't have to sit here and take this from a geezer like you. Screw you. Go and move into a nursing home or something, Grandpa.
Aren't we a grand couple, huh? A grandpa and an immature brat. Well, this grandpa's divorcing you, you little brat.
Fine by me.
I want you to get out of my life as quickly as possible. Pack your things and get out of my house immediately.
Gladly. Oh, but let me just make one thing clear. You were the one who brought up the divorce first, right? I'm saving these texts, so don't bother trying to deny it.
Huh? What's your point? Whatever. I'm not playing your stupid games. I've reached the end of my rope with you. I can put up with a lot, but this sort of betrayal is something I never will forgive. I already got all the divorce papers sorted out. Sign them as soon as you get back.
I can't wait. You think I want to keep living with a walking corpse like you? I have half a mind to call off my vacation right now just so I can get rid of you.
What the... Juno, are you still in the house?
Yeah, and what of it?
What's the matter with you? Is this another one of your stupid games? Our divorce is already made official. I told you to get out of my house as soon as possible.
Not so fast. I still haven't gotten my share of the assets. I'm not moving 1 inch until I get a big fat check for half of your money. You're not going to get out of this, so don't bother fighting it.
What? Why would I have to give you half of my stuff? You're out of your mind.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me refresh your memory. You told me that you wanted to get divorced. You said it first.
Yeah, and?
That means that you are responsible for this divorce, and I get half of your stuff. How stupid are you? This is kindergarten stuff.
What in God's name are you going on about? That's not how this works. You think just because I was the first person to suggest a divorce that I'm at fault? You cheated on me. Your affair has caused me an incalculable amount of pain and suffering. Pain and suffering for which, by the way, I fully intend to sue you.
Nice try, Carter, but you're not going to fool me that easily. Making up a bunch of nonsense about divorce law isn't going to get you out of the mess you made for yourself.
Nonsense? This is common knowledge. Didn't you graduate high school?
Not only that, I went to college.
Yeah, that makes it even more egregious that you'd be so deluded about divorce law. Are you really under the impression that whoever initiates the divorce is found at fault?
I've tried to explain it in the simplest terms I can, but nothing gets through to you. You're just too stupid to get it, I guess, huh?
That's an incredible ironic thing for you to say. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words.
Aw, you poor, poor thing. You think some garbage you found from a Google search outweighs all of my legal expertise? It would be hilarious if it weren't so pathetic.
Man, this is giving me a headache.
Stop trying to avoid the inevitable, Carter. There is nothing you can do to get me to budge on this. You are going to pay me what you owe me, and that is final. I will not leave this house until I get what's rightfully mine. Half of all your assets now belong to me.
Tell me, Juno. You got me curious. How much exactly do you expect me to fork over to you, What kind of dollar figure are you after?
Okay, I actually worked really hard on the math for this, so I know you're really dumb and probably don't have any kind of investments, but I bet your net worth is at least $100,000. I'll take half of that. $50,000. End of story.
Well, that's some impressive math. So, you cheated on me, and now you want me to pay you $50,000 on top of that? Don't you think that's a little, I don't know, evil?
It's not evil, it's just the law, Carter. The person who initiates a divorce has to give the other person half of their stuff. Everyone knows about this, huh?
Uh-huh, right. So, are you just making this all up as you go, or are you actually serious?
I know it must be hard for you to accept that I have you exactly where I want you. But your ignorance of the law doesn't change the fact that the law is the law. Did you go to college? Because I did. Plus, you're like 10 times older than me, and you don't know all this basic information. What have you been doing all your life?
Did you pay attention in math class? How can you reconcile me being 15 years older than you with being 10 times older than you? That would make you 1.6 years old. I've never seen a worse case of unwarranted self-importance. I think you're some kind of legal genius, but every single text is more nonsensical than the last.
You're not gonna gaslight me, Carter. You're the stupid one, not me.
In any case, I'm not giving you a dime.
You have got to be kidding me.
I suppose this explains why you're still in my house even after the divorce. Boy, I really screwed up big time marrying a low IQ psychopath like you.
Stop stalling, get back here, and give me my money. I don't want you to stay in your ugly old house for any longer than I have to. All I want to do is collect my check and go and spend the rest of the evening with my boyfriend.
All I want to do is enjoy the first moment of peace and quiet I've had since I married you. But you're not going to get what you're asking for, because what you're asking for is a bunch of delusional nonsense.
You're still trying to avoid paying up? You're such a stubborn old man, seriously. I guess it's true what they say about old men. You really can't get them to change their minds on anything.
Yeah, well, getting older and more stubborn has its benefits too. For example, it makes it easier for me to resist giving in when a stupid little girl starts making more and more ridiculous demands.
I'm just getting started. I hope you're ready for the mouthful you're gonna get once you get home. I've made my position clear. I'm not moving from this spot until you pay me what is mine. You coward! You never came home last night. Where did you run off to?
I got a room in a motel in town. I've driven by that place my whole life, but I never stayed there. It's actually kind of nice.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Now get over here.
Why would I do that? You're still there, aren't you? I'd rather just sit here eating the free cereal and waffles they have here in the cafeteria.
You know I'm right. And it's killing you. You're too embarrassed to face me now.
Well, there is some embarrassment in there, but it's all secondhand. I'm really close to breaking my spine with the cringe I get reading your post. Hearing it in person might kill me.
Stop running away and give me my money. I am fully prepared to stay in this house as long as it takes for you to do what I say.
You really are a pain, you know that? I've had enough. Get out of my house now. You're trespassing.
How can I be trespassing on a house that's half mine?
If you don't get out now, I'm going to call your parents on you. I'll have them spare me the trouble of having to drag you out there by myself. Is that what you want to do to your parents? Force them to put a stop to your temper tantrum?
Don't you dare go and get them involved. This doesn't concern them. This would all go away if you just gave me half your stuff, like I'm telling you.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't owe you 1 cent. Quite the contrary, I hope you're prepared to write me a massive check yourself.
This is insane. After all this time, you're still not going to admit defeat? You are the dumbest, stubbornest man I have ever met.
Stubbornness isn't a word. And would you just take 1 freaking second to listen to what I'm telling you? You are completely wrong about the law.
Stop mansplaining the law to me, Carter.
Thank you for confirming that mansplaining just means a man being right and a woman not liking it. Look, if you don't want to believe me, fine. How about you go and get yourself a lawyer? If you're right like you think you are, then you should have no trouble finding one to represent you.
Why should I waste the time when I already know I'm right?
Humor me. Tell you what, if you can find a lawyer to give me a clear legal case on why I should pay you $50,000, then the money's yours. I'll prostrate myself in front of you and beg for your forgiveness too.
Prostrate? Isn't that a type of cancer? Anyway, I'll take that bet. You're on. I'm gonna record you apologizing and prostating or whatever and post it to my Twitter account.
It's X now, but whatever.
Dude, I know you're my ex now. You don't need to remind me. Now, I don't know any lawyers. Do you know anyone?
You know, I think I may have the perfect person for you. You're always watching YouTube, aren't you? Well, I know a lawyer who also does YouTube videos. His specialty is vlogs where he makes fun of people who make massive legal mistakes.
Wow, that sounds perfect. Are you sure you're fine with me doing that, though? Since you're gonna be the subject of his next video?
I have no doubt my name will come up, and I'm fine with that. He's actually live streaming later on tonight, and he takes call-ins for legal advice. Why not give it a shot?
Yeah, I'll do that. It'll be hilarious to humiliate you live in front of thousands of people. So don't come crying to me when your reputation goes straight into the gutter.
Juno, my dear, I am not concerned at all about what will happen to my reputation. Man, that was a live stream for the ages. I haven't laughed that much in forever. I can't wait till he puts up the clip on a second channel tomorrow.
Stop laughing at me!
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I mean, did you see his face as you were laying your legal case to him? He was fighting so hard to hold back his laughter.
What is wrong with that guy? He's the worst YouTuber ever. He had no business making fun of me like that.
It was so comical the way you were speaking so seriously while all the commenters were going crazy. I laughed so hard at some of them I started crying at one point. Oh man, I needed that.
It was not funny, not at all. I thought lawyers were supposed to help people. You knew this was going to happen, didn't you? You did this on purpose to embarrass me.
I thought that this was the only way an idiot like you would ever come to realize how wrong you were. I mean, you just would not listen to a word I said.
Stop calling me an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I just made a little mistake, that's all.
Oh, thank God. So my work wasn't in vain. You see now that you were mistaken, right? You understand that I don't owe you anything. Seriously, where did you come up with that ridiculous legal theory of yours?
A friend at college. She said whoever initiates the divorce loses. That's why you have to be careful what you say when you feel like you're heading for a breakup.
So this college of yours. I know a lot of universities have minimum SAT requirements to get in. Did yours have a maximum instead? Like, no one with an IQ of 90 or above is allowed to attend?
Shut up.
Now that that's out of the way, I can finally move forward with my lawsuit against you. Oh, tell your boyfriend he'll be hearing from my lawyer soon too.
What? You're suing him too?
Well, yeah. He had a part in your affair after all. You didn't know that you can sue both a cheating spouse and their affair partner?
No one ever told me that.
Man, you really are clueless. I think I might have to send these texts to that YouTuber. These will make great content for him.
Don't you think you've already done enough to humiliate me? I mean, I'm getting flooded with hate on all of my social media accounts.
That's why it's never a good idea to have common names across multiple social media platforms as a private individual. They probably found all of your accounts while you were still talking to that YouTuber. Man, the internet can be a scary place sometimes.
Bunch of no-life losers.
I wonder how much the jury's going to award me in damages. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in court, Juno.
Don't ask for too much, okay? You know I only work part-time. I can't afford all that much.
Nah, I think I'm gonna go with the no mercy approach. If I don't punish you sufficiently, you'll never learn your lesson.
What do you mean, learn my lesson? I already did. I learned that I was wrong about the law. What else could I possibly need to learn?
Huh. Guess you are capable of learning something. That's impressive.
Come on. Please. Stop treating me like I'm an idiot. I was just wrong about the law. I'm not a lawyer or anything.
Come to think of it, I've yet to get a genuine apology out of you.
Yeah, well, don't hold your breath.
I think I might get my lawyer to seek $50,000 in damages from you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for cheating on you. I'm sorry for acting like you were the idiot when I was in the wrong.
Hold on. I just got a text from your mom and dad. They said they're on their way over.
You told them?
Yeah, gave them a call while you were live with the YouTuber. I told them how you had cheated on me and were holed up in my house and refusing to leave. They said they'll be right over to take you home.
I can't believe you.
I can't believe you didn't tell your parents about a divorce. Like, really, Juno? Your mom almost passed out when I told her.
I was gonna tell them eventually.
No, you weren't. You knew that if you told them about the divorce, they would ask for my side of the story. And then your parents would find out about your affair.
Carter, look, if you win big in your lawsuit against me, I'm gonna have to ask my parents to pay for me. So please, can we settle?
What's the matter, Juno? Afraid of making your parents angry with you?
Yes! I'm terrified. I have no idea what they'll do to me.
I see. In that case, I'm going to tell my lawyer to ask for the maximum amount allowed by law. I went home, and from the look of things, Juno's parents had already come to pick her up before I got there. Her mom called me a while later to apologize to me. Not just for the affair, but for the way Juno behaved after the divorce. I lost count of how many times she mentioned how ashamed she was of Juno. All throughout the call, I could clearly make out the very angry voice of Juno's father reaming her out in the background. Juno's call into the livestream got posted the very next day, and it instantly went viral. I sent Juno a text a few days later congratulating her on becoming famous. And she blocked my number immediately after that. Oh, and I just got the judgment on my lawsuit against Juno and her boyfriend the other day. I may not have gotten $50,000 from each of them, but let's just say it was definitely enough to make the two of them learn their lesson. Whether Juno paid for her share by herself or with help from her parents, I don't know, and I don't care. Because either way, she's paying for it. Big time.